Bam, we're live. Oh, that's not right. Hello?
Hello. Bam, we're live. Good morning, guys. Ryan, what's up, dude? Money well spent. I've been reading the comments on YouTube about the behind the scenes. 100% of the people are like, damn, that shit is good, which is cool. Thank you to Patrick Rios and Will Brandstetter, Matt Souza. They're killing it. The one in Knoxville doesn't even have my involvement in it at all. And they murdered it. Murdered it. Such a good job. They were expressing concerns. About like not knowing the athletes and just going up and talking to them, and it's nerve wracking. But they killed it. They killed it. So thank you for the memberships. It's the memberships that make the world go round. So appreciate you guys. Let me put up the live call-in number. Yesterday, Kill Taylor. No one won the money. Jody Lynn, bam, happy Father's Day. Bam to you. Happy Father's Day to you too. Sabir and Kelly, happy Father's Day, Sevon. Thank you. Happy Father's Day to you too. Matt Schindeldecker, good morning, brother. Happy Father's Day. Oh, that's the guy right there, Matt Schindeldecker, CrossFit Crave. I keep regularly once a week, someone will ask me for Matt's name. They're like, who's the guy who has the program at the affiliates? Who's that guy? You know, the guy that helps the kids that, like, instead of going to jail, they go to a CrossFit gym for like 9 weeks or 13 weeks. Who's that guy? That's him right there. Matt Schindeldecker, CrossFit Crave. Reach out to him. He's got a bunch of crazy, successful programs that you run through your CrossFit gym. And more importantly, instead of kids going to jail, they go to a program that puts them in a CrossFit community, CrossFit gym. And it's crazy, not retention rate, crazy. You know what's that? You know when someone does something? Oh, recidivism, crazy low recidivism rate, like much lower than all the other programs that people have tried. And I know I've told you guys this a million times, but one of the coolest parts about the program is that when the kids go to the gym, the bad kids, the parole officers go to the gym with the kids and they work out with the kids. And as we all know, as soon as you have like a hard workout with someone like that, you have a totally different bond with them. So that's cool. I love you, Daddy Sebi. Thanks. I don't mean to be a downer, but I'm not a big Father's Day. I'm not a big Father's Day person, or Mother's Day, or I don't know why. I wasn't as a kid either. I mean, I'd do it. I'd make my dad a macaroni and necklace or something, but I'm just not. Lower recidivism. Thank you, Bernie. Again, lower recidivism, is that actually documented or just an opinion? It's actually documented. I mean, it's crazy low. You'd have to go back and watch the couple podcasts I've done with Schindeldecker. I'm sure he's going to be on again soon. He's one of those guys that I like to have as a regular. Oh, even Greg just wished me a happy Father's Day. That's weird. I wouldn't think he'd be into that either. That's cool. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. It's not like a nose ring or something. When Schindeldecker was on the podcast, I want to say that they compared it, because there's other programs, like there's running programs for kids and all these other programs for the naughty kids, the kids who are slinging dope or being prostitutes or chronic thieves, or the ones with the bad parents. But it's the difference is huge. It's like not even close. So you can check it out. Ryan, is today celebrating gay fathers? Yeah, all the fathers. Gay fathers, all the fathers. All the fathers. We could start with something depressing if you want. They're very close to making it legal to sell babies in Massachusetts. It's crazy. I don't know if you guys have seen this. It passed the maybe I'll talk about it some other day. It's kind of too heavy to talk about. Under the guise of protecting the rights of same-sex parents, they've passed a law in Massachusetts that basically, they haven't passed it yet. It passed the House unanimously, 156-0. It hasn't passed the Senate there, but basically what they're going to do, I know I can't handle this topic either. It's a fucking crazy story. I don't know if I can handle this topic either. But basically, they're very close to making it so you can sell kids. So what's that look like? That looks like if you're a pregnant woman and someone sees you on the street, they could come up to you and just be like, "Hey, I'll buy that kid from you," and you could sell your kid. And right now, that's illegal. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to buy a kid. And they have some ways around. They have, like just one final thing on it, and then I'll leave it alone. I'll bring it up some other time when I'm in a shitty mood. But basically, now, if you want to adopt a kid from someone and you want to have a surrogate mom, it has to be planned. You can't wait till she's pregnant and then offer money up. And that was happening in California, and the FBI did a sting and arrested 3 people in California for doing it the wrong way, for selling their babies after they were pregnant. But in Massachusetts, they're going to clear the way for that, and it's under some guise of making it. They've positioned the law. I know I'm not explaining it well, and I'm not going to explain it well right here. But basically, you'll understand the big picture. They're positioning the law so that it looks like it's helping same-sex parents protect their rights over their kids. Which you don't even. If you're in California, you don't even have rights over your kids anyway after they turn 12. Please pull your kids out of school. Do not send them to school. Curious, recidivism, the tendency of a convicted criminal to reoffend. The prison has succeeded in reducing recidivism. For sale by owner is for houses, not children. Yeah. It's like straight just slave trade. Okay. I've been going to my kid's been doing this camp. It's called the Waterman's Camp in Santa Cruz, and it's taught by this guy who's a local legend, young guy, 30. Surfs Mavericks. If you don't know what Mavericks is, go ahead and look it up. I think it's got to be the biggest wave in the United States for sure. Super famous surf spot. When it goes off, people fly in from all over the world to surf the spot. Huge waves. Huge. Like the 50-footers. A great guy, 3-hour course, 8:30 to 12:30. The kids swim out there. They work out. They do a lot of run, swim, run. It's like junior guards, but on roids. And it's a small class, 6 kids, 10 kids, 4 kids. Oh, look, there's Caleb from the Starlink. Hey, dude.
Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, I can barely hear you.
Oh, can you hear the air conditioner if I turn it up?
Nope.
Perfect.
Is it hot outside?
Yeah, it's like, well, probably not hot for you, but it's like 87 and really humid.
Oh, you know what's interesting? When you talk, I can hear it. It's not bad though. But when you talk, something happens to the microphone, and it sounds like it talks when you talk. If you wouldn't have said it, I wouldn't have noticed it.
Okay. If it keeps going, then I'll just open my windows and.
No, it's fine. You be very, very comfortable. I don't want to see a bead of sweat roll off that forehead. Hey, is that you got a Vindicate shirt on?
Yeah.
Nice.
I got it at he had a pop-up at my local, at the affiliate that I go to.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just selling a bunch of stuff. And so my wife likes their joggers. So, or his joggers. So we just bought a couple shirts with it too.
Oh, look at the Shadow Van via Starlink.
Yeah, that's right.
It must be fun in Wad Zombie's head.
What do you mean?
Just because I just like the way he thinks. I like his comments. I like his posts.
Oh, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it must be fun in there. Just
he's
shit.
Creative dude for sure.
Yeah. I wish he'd start a meme account, stuff that's too risque to post.
I feel like, yeah. I feel like
there are
things that he holds back for sure.
Yeah, he's like, ooh, that's too much.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah. Those people are too young.
He still moderates it a little bit. I think he doesn't just go. He doesn't press the fuck it button every time.
Yeah, those people are too young. Ooh, I shouldn't say that about black people. Ooh, I don't know if I should say that about kids. Oh, I don't know if I should say that about that girl. Like, there's got to be stuff getting censored out. You know what? I think it's a lot. I think it's like half.
You think it's half?
Yeah, I think half the shit he comes up with. Oh, I may have already.
Everybody be on the lookout.
Yeah,
Any new accounts, and you don't know who it is, it's probably Wad Zombie.
There's all these new meme accounts or like CrossFit accounts, and they keep tagging me and shit. And like, I don't want to be tagged.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with those. I give them a thumbs up.
Sometimes I accidentally repost their shit, and then I'm like, and then I go back. I have to go back and unpost it because then I'm like looking at it later. I'm like, oh, why did I repost that?
Doesn't even make sense.
I know, Ryan. This was really cool. Burt Kreischer and Greg Fitzsimmons trained at Josh Bridges. Who's Greg Fitzsimmons? I did see that Brett Kreischer did. That's really fucking cool.
Burt Kreischer.
Yeah.
Greg.
You know what's interesting? I think Josh Bridges is like having a resurgence.
Yeah, I think he's really killing it. His YouTube channel's exploding. I don't think I can go a day, probably maybe an hour, without seeing something on my feed from him.
Yeah, yesterday my YouTube was like, hey, it's like just butt fucking me with Josh Bridges content. I even watched a little bit of it. I watched his rad video.
Really?
Yeah, it's like 4.5, 5 minutes long. It's like the low rent version of the Danielle Brandon documentary.
Oh, I was gonna say it's just like a little bio of him kind of thing.
Yeah, it was really cool.
I watched that video of him training with that SWAT team. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, wild, right? I wonder why Dave doesn't film one. Like LA SWAT came up and filmed with Dave, or was up training with Dave. I wonder why he doesn't film it. I wonder if he's allowed to. Oh yeah, who's Greg Fitzsimmons? Who's that? Which one's that?
It's this guy.
Is that a funny guy? Is that a comedian?
Yeah, I think he's a comedian. I don't think I've seen his stuff.
And that's Josh's new beaver on the end, right?
Yeah, that's his new wife.
That's cool. All right. I think she's a realtor. Maybe she can sell some of those rich guys' homes.
Ooh.
Fitzsimmons came up with Joe Rogan. Very good improviser, super perverted and awesome.
I'll be the judge of that.
They are comedians. They are not funny. Brett's funny as shit, isn't he? Oh yeah, let's watch.
My dad hates Burt Kreischer, I think.
Oh really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
In Boston, you don't perform for the crowd. You perform against the crowd. Hey now.
Oh, I like that. That's kind of funny. I like that. That's a good attack on the libtards of Boston.
Does he just good. Let's see.
When we first started dating, and I went to my first Easter dinner with her family,
which is
of
where?
Catholics in the South.
Oh,
sure.
Yeah, it's not him.
Don't worry, I'm going to get back to the surf camp story. This is just a quick me and Caleb hanging out. Stand by.
He doesn't have any fucking.
Oh wait, what's the girl with the boobs? Is that his chick or his daughter? Damn, Greg, how did your offspring turn out so hot? Wow.
Oh,
that's a crazy shirt.
It's not even like a crop top. It's just a top.
Yeah, how low can we get? How close can we open up the neck to the boobs? Oh my God, his wife is full Jew. Let me see his wife again. Yeah, she even got the Jew glasses. Crazy. Matt Reynolds' Bird only has one story.
Is it just about him?
Hey, let's check out Support Dogs. Let's give him one more chance. Let me see.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. Let's see.
It's a new thing, having dogs on flights. Support dogs. Support. You're going like this. Support dogs. Yeah, they're not really for support, are they? No. They're mentally weak people.
You just told me to shut up.
No. You should talk. You're hilarious. I think it's important that we come down hard on these mentally weak people. They're fucking holding us all back. As a matter of fact, I'm picketing the Special Olympics from now on. They've had it too good for too long. By the way, after the show, I will be selling the Greg Fitzsimmons tour pin. $10, 10% goes to Best Buddies, which you're going to hate this, ma'am. It's for people with intellectual disabilities. So you don't want one of these. It's a new.
Okay. I didn't even.
Right.
Smile. Emma Raid, you should rename this show to KKK Show.
Wow.
Emma, you should come out of the closet and just openly admit you hate black people, and under the guise of helping them, you're part of the PSYOP. That's what you should name yourself.
Do you know how that reads?
Y'all should rename this stream to KKK Show. Y'all.
The name.
Emeroid. Oh, Emeroid. Oh, hemorrhoid, like hemorrhoid. Emeroid. I totally missed it.
Good one.
I think it's really cool. I think it's really cool to look up to George Floyd. He's a great man. He sacrificed his life. He sacrificed his life, and he's the role model for all children of all ages. All melanated kids should wish to go down like him. I invited this. I'm going to get back to the surf guy in a second. I'm not going to forget. So I go out to lunch with this guy the other day. Just met him. And he's young. And we're sitting there and we're talking. He doesn't know me at all. I don't know him at all. He doesn't know I have a podcast. He doesn't know anything about me. We're in Santa Cruz. We're sitting outside. We're sitting outside at a bar near, right on the beach, a bar patio. You know, like they have fish and chips and shit, stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're sitting there, and then like 30 feet, not even 30 feet, 20 feet away from us are the showers, right? So
For the beach?
Yeah, for the beach.
Okay.
They're outdoor showers. So every and this beach is like it's not only, it's a really popular local beach, but it's a super popular beach with like people from Bakersfield, the inland people. You know what I mean? Like all the fucking people who live inland, mostly like white trash people, right? Like
Everybody from the desert.
Yeah, just all the dudes with trucks and you know what I mean? Like
yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like the mom and dad are 40 and they waddle, and the mom has like quadruple E titties, and the dad's like, you know what I mean? The dad wears a shirt that hangs off his belly. You know what I'm talking about?
Oversized tires on their trucks, big old
all that shit. Yeah, and tons of Mexicans. And tons of Mexicans. The Mexican girls who wear the pants like 8 sizes too big, and they have like the crazy, or 8 sizes too small, and they have the crazy fupa. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you're like, how the fuck did you get into those?
Yeah, and they still button the top. They don't just let it fly open, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's wild. Anyway, and so there, and the shower is crazy, right? Because it's just a parade of people, of girls showering in their bra and underwear. That's all it is. I mean, because the bathing suits are so tiny these days. It's just a crazy spot.
Right.
It's a fucking crazy, crazy spot. And I've never taken a picture of anything there. And now that I think about it, I'm glad I've never even been tempted. But it's like that. If I wasn't, it's just nuts.
It's like Walmart.
Yeah, but like a porn version of Walmart. I've never been into Walmart, but it's like a porn version of Walmart.
Okay.
You know what I mean? There's just the bodies you see there. I mean, there's some amazing bodies too, right? It's the beach. I mean, you see bodies you can't even fucking believe. But and anytime I go there with my wife, I'm just like, I'm going bonkers. I'm just like, holy shit, Haley, look. Oh my God, Haley, look. She probably can't. I don't know what she thinks. I should ask her. Anyway, because you know what I mean? It's like people with like, someone with like a thong will be bending over cleaning their toes. I mean, that's like just a regular thing.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's just right there, and the bar's there. And another thing is, I look around at the patio and I feel like no one else even notices it.
Desensitized.
You've never been to a Walmart? I mean, I have, but not in 20 years or something. I mean, I don't even know where there is a Walmart.
Wow.
Anyway, I'm sitting with this guy, and somehow vaccines come up. I don't remember how. And he says to me, "Did you get the vaccine?" I'm like, "No." And he kind of like looks up and I could see like, he's like, whew. I'm like, "Did you get it?" He goes, "Well, I didn't get it the first 2 years." Young kid, super fit, super fit. I didn't get it for the first 2 years. And a legend in the town too. Like every few minutes, like someone walks by and says hi to him. Everyone knows who he is. Kind of famous in the Santa Cruz area. I mean, definitely the most famous person I've been with in the Santa Cruz area. Like being out with Greg. It's like being out with Greg.
Sure.
If you're out with Greg, someone eventually is going to see him. And he goes, "I didn't the first 2 years." I'm like, "Okay." And he's and then I got it. I'm like, "Oh, why'd you get it?" He's like, "Well, I had pressure from my wife. No, sorry. Yeah, my wife, my mom, and my sister." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And he goes, "And I got it, and I hadn't been sick in like 5 years, and all of a sudden I got really, really sick and I got COVID." I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that." And he's like, "And then I had a heart attack."
Oh, fuck.
I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, I had stabbing pains in my chest. I had to be rushed to the hospital." And then he says this, you ready? "Do you think it's related?" Just like, dude.
No, not at all. I think that's
I'm just like,
very
dude.
normal for a young, strong.
So then I go like this to him, just out of the blue. I don't know him at all. So then I make the presupposition in my head. I'm like, I'm just going to say this and see what he says. "Oh, I drank my first cup of coffee out of a cup that looked just like that this morning." Yeah.
My wife
those are
got it
nice.
for me at a Walmart.
That one looks thicker than mine. Mine's really, really thin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yours is thick, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty heavy duty.
Yeah, mine's the opposite. Mine, like the premise around mine is how light it is.
Do you like that?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. And he said, where was I?
You think it's related?
I think it's related. Oh, so then I said to him this. I said, "Hey, I just said this just out of the blue. Like I have no idea if he's Republican or Democrat or independent." I said, "Hey, what's your girlfriend going to think or your wife going to think if you vote for Trump?" And he says, "She's going to leave me." I'm like,
Huh?
"Really?" Yeah.
It's like that, huh?
Yeah. I was like, wow. And I thought, I don't really meet a lot of strangers. Like I avoid people like the plague. Like anytime I'm anywhere, if there's a group of people standing somewhere, I go stand somewhere else.
Yep.
I don't know why. I used to not be so much like that, but I'm really like that now. I just don't want to talk to anyone. It's not that I don't want to talk to anyone. I'm just not interested in talking to anyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel that way. Like this campground's just a lot of like older people, obviously.
Yeah.
And most of them just really just want to talk, like, because they've just got nothing better to do. They're all retired and like,
right.
Their wives don't want to talk to them. So they just want to talk to anybody else who will listen. And like, I find myself like avoiding it at all costs. Like somebody came over and was like, "Oh, hey, like nice car or whatever." Just talking about this Jeep that I have. And I was like, "Thanks." I try to avoid it as much as possible.
Yeah, like 5 answers come up in your head. "Oh, I just got it," or this or that, and you're like,
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. And I just found it just fucking amazing that, I mean, that's in my head, that's how I think the world is. Like that's exactly how I think the world is. And there's just one guy I talked to, and that I think that there's a shitload of people, tons of people out there who got the injection because of pressure, and that they did have health issues from it, and they don't want to talk about it, and that they want to vote for Trump, but someone in their family is going to hate them for it. That's I just kind of have that general, that just passes through my head. You know what I mean? Like if I were to pick someone, like if I were to pick the stereotypical, man, especially man in the United States right now, that's what I would come up with.
Yeah. I feel bad for those people that like their families just force them to, or maybe not force them, but have that pressure on them. Like,
Yeah,
you
you can't be yourself. You're not allowed to be yourself.
Not at all. Sad.
Yeah. No, I don't think he was jealous of me. We got along really good. I think he was happy to see me. You know what else this guy told me he does, which was fascinating? he belongs to a men's Bible study group, but he's not but he doesn't believe in God, but he goes there because he likes all the stuff they say. He likes the Bible.
Oh,
And I was like, wow, dude, that's awesome. He goes, you don't think that's weird? I'm like, no, dude. I'm like, do they know that you're not? He goes, no, they don't know. I go, they don't? He goes, no, I don't think they would like that. And
Really?
Because he also said this. He said they'll spend like time talking about how like yoga and stuff like that is like evil and part of like Satan's way. And so and this guy's
They're-
into that stuff.
They're like real Bible beater kind of thing.
I guess, yeah. My parents my family judges me for homeschooling, but then compliments me on how well behaved and friendly my kids are. Yeah, my sister got that too. My family doesn't fuck with me at all, and judges us for not letting them eat like assholes. My family doesn't. My family's happy with. They're okay with the no sugar shit, but yeah, my poor sister had to like blaze the trail for the homeschooling thing. Yeah, like
Somebody's gotta do that.
yoga is new age or something like that.
That's crazy because I mean it's been around forever.
Yeah, and like who cares? Who cares if you want to go to a room that's super hot and stretch? Like, good on you if you want to
If
sweat.
it makes you feel good, fucking do it. You know, it's healthy.
The real Matthew. If you can't tell your parents to go kick rocks and fuck off, you're a pussy. I don't know. I don't agree with that. I think
tough,
it's
man.
I think it's important to be yourself, but I think it's really important to respect your parents. I don't think you should do that.
Yeah, I mean, I understand holding your ground like on certain things, but
I wouldn't want
those
my
are your parents, right?
Yeah. My dad, when I whispered in my dad's ear last election, I'm voting for Trump, and like basically like, he hated me for it.
Yeah.
And
I hate pissing my dad off.
yeah, and I was bummed that he got all wound up. My in-laws call us right-wing insurrectionists. I know, that's crazy, isn't it? I trip every time I see the news and they talk about the riots at the Capitol. I'm like, dude. Anyway, so my kids are going to this camp, this waterman's camp. It's really amazing. It's obviously expensive. It's a lot of one-on-one time. And it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm gonna have him do it again this next week. Avi came home and looked in the mirror, and he's like, "Oh my God, look at!" And he's like looking at his lats, and he goes, "Look how big this muscle is under my arms." And I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Do you think that's from all the swimming, all the paddling?" And I'm like, "Dude, 100%,
Hell yeah.
100%." So he's all excited. He took last in all the activities. I mean, not in the surfing. Like, he's good at the surfing part, but like in all the like paddling and running and all that stuff. He's the only kid who does push-ups to depth. The other kids don't even like really do push-ups. You know what I mean?
Right.
But anyway, and it's this amazing beach. I can't believe I've lived in Santa Cruz so long and not seen this beach. It's right by my house. It's like 2 minutes from my house. And there's this opening between homes, and you go down a little stairwell and it opens up into this massive isolated beach. Massive.
Dude.
Yeah, with the killerest little waves. And when I was down there, and here's the whole point of the story, 50% of the girls I saw had this ring. 50% of the girls had septum rings.
That septum thing. Oh man. Yeah, that's the thing, right? That's what chicks are just getting septum rings left and right.
And I was thinking about Hattie Canyu and her ring, and I think like it wasn't through her septum, but it was through her nostril. I think the reason why I didn't like it is because it came on the outside of the nose. Like, I think there's 3 levels. There's just the stud in the nose.
Sure.
Then that's like, I'll give that like on the unattractive. Like I don't like. I think that one even some people can pull off. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not a fan of it, but I think some people can pull it off. And then the one that goes up like this, and I don't think anyone can pull it off. And then there's this one, and it's just you're hideous. I just think you have serious fucking issues. You're just screaming. It screams something at me. I don't know what, but it's not good.
I'm not sure what it is, but there's some when I don't know what was passed or if there was anything, but something in the military where like people were allowed to have some sort of piercings, and like a bunch of dudes went out and got septum piercings too. And so then what they would do is they'd have it in and then they just flip it inside, like upside down, so that you couldn't see it. It was just in their nose. I just found that so weird.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, bull ring is gross. But it's like just all the rage.
I'm cool.
And some people have 2, some people have 3. I just don't understand the thought process. I'm 99% sure they don't understand the thought process either. But I'm going to go somewhere and punch a hole in my nose, and it made me start thinking about that relative to fake boobs. And I know fake boobs is like a full surgery, and it's way more involved. But if you get fake boobs, like you're going down the path, I think, of like, and I'm open to being wrong. Someone call and tell me I'm wrong, but you're going down the path of like trying to be more attractive and like get more cock to look at you, right? Or to feel better about yourself. I don't think the septum ring is that. Like if fake boobs is this way, septum ring is this way.
Yeah, if you got fake, I feel like fake boobs is normally like a, hey, I wish I had bigger boobs kind of thing. So like this, you feel better about yourself if you got it.
Yeah.
But the septum ring, it's like a.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't understand. I'm not sure I understand that either.
Did she ever tell you that vax story off air? No. I didn't ask her. I made up a story in my head. I mean, we know that with the story, right? The Hattie. Did you see the Hattie Canyu interview?
I was able to watch some of it. I didn't get a chance to watch all of it.
We talked about the vaccine, and she said I'll tell you my story off air. But her story is that like she had to get it, but she somehow did a workaround.
Oh.
That's my assumption. You know what I mean? She told the guy to shoot it on the floor, or she got a fake like notice saying she got it. I mean, she's Canadian, right?
Yeah.
And she's a Canadian. I think she's like a Canadian version of like a Amish. She's part Amish, part hippie, part hick. You know, Kate, because she comes from a small town and she's an outdoor kid and
farmer type.
Yeah, totally. Or you lost weight and they are deflated and the pancakes hit your face when you run and you want to do something about it. Sure.
I'm down for that too, man.
But that all falls into the category of like trying to make yourself look better. Ryan, the bull ring is just another way to claim I don't give a fuck. Meanwhile, they're the most emotional people, if I may assume. Yeah, I think that's fair. You're right. They're
like
all
the
the
people that start getting like face tats. They're like, I don't give a fuck, but I really give a fuck a little bit.
God, the face tat's wild. But I find the face tat. I just find the bull ring is so. I'll give you another example. I was hanging out with this person the other day. It was a female, and I struggle around this person. And I realized why the other day. It's because their voice. Have you ever been around someone who they have a really bad voice? They talk like this, and they're like, and they yell a lot, and it's just too much for me. And I'm like, oh, your voice repels people.
Yeah.
And somehow that's worked for you. You've chosen that. Like, I don't know what happened. Maybe they got molested or something, right? But they've chosen a voice that it's not their real voice, and they've chosen a voice that pushes people away.
Yeah, I get that. There was somebody who was yelling at us in school, and there was a woman, and she had the scratchiest, high-pitched voice ever. And yeah. And then what was even worse is like she talked like that normally. And I could never like listen to her because it was just so obnoxious listening to like this nails on chalkboard.
If this person sits next to me or is in the same room with me, which happens, on the regular, I get up and leave. Like it pushes me out.
It's like that, huh?
Yeah. It's not, and I don't dislike this person.
Sure.
Or I catch myself going like this, putting my hands on my ears, like I'm autistic. You know what I mean? Like I can't stand the stimulation. It's like that.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
so the boobs aren't like that. Like I see giant boobs and I want to move. I want to see whether they're fake or real. I want to move closer to them.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what I mean. It's a, but I don't feel that way about face tattoos at all. I'm not like, I don't know why. I mean, I wouldn't get a fake face tattoo, but face tattoos and septum rings, even though the face tattoo is much more permanent, but I'm not repelled by them.
I always want to see what it is.
I'd get them so I wouldn't have to wear a bra. Bras suck, but never a nose ring. Yeah, I could get that too.
That's actually a great idea.
When the big nose, small bicep, huge dong is coming. Thank you for your membership. I'll answer that question. I don't understand it though. But you've almost described me to a T. That's weird.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I like what you said. They're the people also with the nose ring. There's a I don't give a fuck component, but you're right. They're the most emotional, right?
Right.
For sure. They get triggered the easiest, even though they got this like I don't give a fuck thing.
Yeah.
I don't care.
They want the attention.
I so don't care that I pierce my face to show it. I don't understand what you're saying, but you say a lot of smart shit, so I'll read it anyway. Man bun is on the spectrum.
Really?
Oh, you mean like of just ugliness? Or what? Starve for attention? Which spectrum? Autism? Oh, your pinky nail is equivalent to a nose ring. This one?
Wow, really?
This one?
Get the boogies out.
I don't think that's true at all. But
It's functional.
yeah.
Nose ring's not functional. Makes it harder to blow your nose.
My grandfather had a long pinky nail, and so did my dad.
Is that just a generational thing?
I guess. I've never asked him about it. Stephen Flores, Yo Sevi, I got to meet Grunler yesterday. Cool dude. But I do have friends that will just say to me, your pinky ring is so gross. Your pinky nail. I will have people say that to me.
It looks clean.
It's
not like
clean.
it's just like, you know how like some people
I
have
have
like
clean
dirt
nails.
under their nails all the time?
Yeah, not me.
Yeah. Even if you do pick your nose with it, it looks.
I don't like long nails. I used to bite my nails as a kid. I'd let them get so long, not because like I was nervous or anything, but they would get so long that I would bite them. And have you ever tried to bite off your thumbnail?
Yeah, I have, and it's like impossible.
Shit gets weird quick. You got to bite so fucking hard to get through the nail, and then I always get too much, and then it rips down to the skin. I remember that as a kid. The same, another dumb thing I did as a kid a lot. I would chew on my pencils, and next thing I know, I'd have a mouthful of wood. Just splinters and shit. I hate, and I'd be like, "What am I doing?" I used to chew on my erasers, that metal part. Ugh.
That's pretty disgusting. I would just like bite down on it, but then I would realize that, just like you said, you get a bunch of wood in there, and then I would just stop.
Last night there was a guy fighting in the UFC main event named Alex Perez. He'll be coming on the show next week. He was winning the fight the first 2 rounds. The commentators were complete fucking morons. Unfortunately, I really like Bisping, but they suck. They kept talking about how good the other guy was. He was from Japan. The other guy was 15-0. It was like they were wooed by his record and not his fighting, because Perez was fucking him up. Perez had takedowns, more punches, more solid punches, moved better in the ring. It was crazy. But the whole thing with this guy, this Japanese guy, is that supposedly if he got you on the ground, you were fucked. Because his thing is that he could take anyone's back. And he got Alex Perez's back, and Alex Perez stood up with him. So just imagine there's a guy standing there and there's another guy on your back, like piggyback, how you'd carry a kid. And normally in fighting, when you get someone's back, you stay as close to them as you can. You press your chest up against their back and you try to slip your hand underneath their chin and get your forearm on their throat. And then you crush their windpipe or some side artery here and you put them to sleep. Usually they tap first. They do this. Let go of me. And then you lost the fight. Well, this Japanese guy gets on this fucking dude's back. And he's tall, and he takes his leg and he slides it down between the crotch of the guy in the front. So imagine I'm on someone's back and I take my leg and I put it between his legs and I hook my foot behind his knee. So now my leg's wrapped over one thigh and then my foot and ankle are, like that. Wow, good find. Great find. And then what happens next is something I've never seen in MMA. Instead of staying close to him, he leans back. If you just go forward just a tiny bit, he leans back and falls right there. And he does that on purpose to trip the guy and bring him down to the ground. So instead of staying close, he leans back and then wedges underneath that leg to lift that leg up and put Alex Perez on just one leg. And I had never seen anything like that before. I'd never seen anyone lean back and ride him like a rodeo. And when he does that, if you look at Alex Perez's right leg, it's so weird. The commentators are like, he snapped his ankle. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys looking at? He snapped, his knee got fucked up. Could you go to Alex Perez's Instagram account? I want to see if I'm right. The commentating was so bad last night. No, Dalton did not fight last night. Dalton fights this coming Saturday. Dalton fights this upcoming. Is Standy Randy a boy who just uses a girl's ass as a picture?
Probably.
Yeah, that's what I think too. I wish you wouldn't do that. Let me see. Does he describe? Let's see. Go. Let's see if he makes a post. Nope, he doesn't have a post yet about it.
Yeah, nothing yet. Unless he posted it. Nope, no stories either.
Yeah, there's the Japanese guy. I didn't see the Eddie Hall fight yet, where he fights the two dwarfs. I didn't see that. I know they said the Japanese kid is a beast, but he was losing the fight. He was getting his ass beat. Ryan, stats say Perez had 10 more significant strikes, 8 more body shots. Japanese guy had 2 takedowns to Perez's 1. I don't know if that's true. I don't remember the Japanese guy. I only remember the Japanese guy getting 1 takedown. But Perez was beating him up. I watched the other fight last night too, Gervonta Davis and Frank Martin. That one cost $75.
How was it?
Sevon, he was not losing the fight. He's getting his ass beat, Adam. He was getting his ass beat, dude. He was taking crazy combos. And he had no and Perez was controlling the ring. I don't know what you're talking about. He's getting his ass beat. His face was red like a radish.
Yeah, just from the little bit I saw, Alex Perez was knocking him around pretty good.
Yeah, he was beating his ass. And his takedown was like a legit fucking takedown. Now, he wasn't able to hold the Japanese guy down. And he called out Pantoja, who's like the man in that division. He might even
Japanese guy did?
Yeah, he called out Pantoja. And Pantoja's a fucking animal.
I mean, he didn't even really win.
I know.
That's kind of bullshit.
I know.
It's like you went on because you fucking broke the guy's knee. I mean, I guess a win's a win, but at the same time, like, you didn't show anything to be able to call out anybody after that.
Adam, what did you think, Adam? Did you think it was ankle or knee issue? Commentator said it was ankle. There's no way it was fucking ankle.
It looked like a knee thing.
Yeah. RB, I want
pretty-
Caleb to disagree with Sevon for an entire show. Yeah, RB, I want your wife to send me a picture of her titties. Oh my God. You're biased. The Japanese kid was doing whatever he wanted. Dude, he had no, are you out of your mind? He was getting lit up. He was just completely out of his rhythm. He had nothing.
Here's a stat.
He had a good jab.
In the middle of the first round, he had almost twice as many significant strikes Perez did.
Yeah, look at that. Better accuracy, more punches, and more hits. RB. What? I'm sorry. What's wrong with your wife's boobs? Not cool, Sevy. All right. No, hold on. Let me see if Caleb agrees with me. Caleb, was that okay to ask for a picture of his wife's boobs?
I mean, it's pretty on par with what you do normally. So
See, there's Caleb agreeing with me again. Kind of 50%. Oh my God, I'm so excited for Norbert and Dalton. It's going to be nuts.
that's next weekend.
Ryan makes a sarcastic comment. Too bad the fight isn't one round. Dude, he was winning the second round too. That tie clinch. Are you kidding me? He couldn't even get the tie clinch. That's what I mean, Adam. Here's what I think, Adam, happened to you. You were believing what the commentators were saying. That's another thing. They're like, his weapon's going to be his tie clinch. I think of like the 6 tie clinches he attempted, he got like 1. All the others, fucking, soon as he put it in there, Perez would spin around him and fucking fuck him up. And Perez was fucking uppercutting him in there.
Just 10 seconds after that stat that I read was him just flipping him on the ground. Was Perez flipping Tara on the ground?
Yeah,
And just beating the shit out of him on top of him
he was beating his
for
ass.
30 seconds.
A Japanese kid was killing him with that tie clinch. Oh yeah, I already read that. I don't know that rematch. I don't know. That might be it for Alex Perez. He's 32. We'll find out when he comes on the show.
There's no way they'll do a rematch.
Yeah. It sucks because Perez was like ranked number 5, and I think that kid was ranked like 15.
Yeah. 5th and 13th. Perez was 5th, and Japanese guy was 13th.
So I think like a shitty voice. And bull ring are like take you the opposite direction of like fake boobs. Or like even eyelash. I like fake eyelashes. Unfortunately, I'm a sucker for them.
Like the really big ones?
I don't even know about the really big ones, but like I think 80% of Brooke Wells' charm is her eyelashes. The other 20% is her ass, or vice versa. Or 20% her eyelashes and 80% her ass. But I just like the long eyelashes. I'm a sucker for them.
I don't know.
Holy shit! This is hard to argue. Adam Blakesley, Perez is a poor man's Frank Edgar. I could see that. Okay, 99% ass, but whatever the divide is, I'm fine with that too. But I do like the eyelashes. Is what I'm trying to say. And maybe my numbers are off. I'm open to being wrong. I don't know about Spiegel's eyelashes. I'm not so much a fan of. When they start clumping, like 10 eyelashes come into one thick one. Like Spiegel, it looks like she has like 6 eyelashes and they're really big and thick and they're like too long.
Yeah, those are the eyelashes that I think of when you say fake eyelashes. I don't like that.
Yeah. Ryan, wasn't the Japanese guy undefeated and this was his first UFC fight? Maybe. And I think he was a last-minute call-in. I think Perez was supposed to fight someone else. I love my fake eyelashes. Yeah, fake eyelashes are cool. Oh, call-in numbers down. Oh, it's funny you say that. Is it really?
Is this the right? Did you get a new phone number?
No. Oh, that's Sousa's phone.
This is, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. Shit.
Call in
Shit.
if you want, but we're not going to answer.
Oh yeah, shit. Oh, how about this? Like and subscribe. I wish that could be read with a little YouTube symbol. How come the cool shows have a little YouTube symbol? Someone the other day on the show said that their kids thought that their breath was horrible, and they use Matoothian. And my kids are really sensitive to bad breath, so I've been asking my kids throughout the. Oh, here we go. God, I hope this is about boobs and not fighting. Caller, hi. Hey. Hola.
What's up, Sevy? It's Plumber.
Oh, Plumber, what's up? It's been too long.
It's been way too long.
Hi.
I'm calling to stir the pot a little bit.
Please.
So I'm down.
By the way, if
Fort
you want to
Jackson,
buy a
South-
baby, you're going to be able to do it in Massachusetts. Gay guys can buy babies now in Massachusetts, or it's close to passing. I just thought I'd tell you.
Why do I need that?
I don't know.
You never know, dude.
It's good information.
Yeah.
I'm down in Fort Jackson, South Carolina for some Army training, and this past week we took a Army combat fitness test, which is the new PT test for the Army, or at least it has been. Caleb, I sent you on your Instagram and the Real Sevon a post talking about the minimum scores. I figured if you could pull that up and show Sevon, I wanted to get his take on it.
Oh no.
The standards and where we are at.
Plumber, yesterday
yes.
I did normally when I do squat cleans, like I don't like if I'm doing exercise and it has squat cleans in it, I'll clean the bar and then front squat it. And yesterday I was squat cleaning like a champ. Like my squat cleans are so fucking good. I was thinking about like even posting a picture of it. I'm like world.
You should have.
My movement and my technique is like world class. I cannot believe at 52. I cannot believe how explosive I still am and how quick I can turn under the bar. Passing 2-mile run test, men, 15 minutes and 54 seconds.
No. That's maxing it.
Yeah, that's pretty. I'm okay with that.
Wait,
is
that
the minimum?
maxing? Well, then look at this.
Oh my
Let's pull it up.
God, 22 minutes.
Yes, 7.
11-minute miles.
Wow,
Yep.
dude.
So the APFT is the old
Wow.
one, and then the ACFT is current. Yes. And then if you keep scrolling, you'll see the breakdown on all of the tests.
140-pound deadlift for a man. That's for a man.
3 reps on a trap bar. That's the bare minimum.
10 push-ups.
Oh my.
And release.
Oh my. Hey. Oh my God.
So
let me see some of those other
for-
numbers. That's crazy, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I think
and
my
the reason-
9-year-old can deadlift 140. Hey, I have a horrible deadlift. And when I put 140 on the bar, I use that means I'm going to have 100 deadlifts in the workout. And I probably do that at least a couple times a month. You know what I mean? Like it'll be something like, 5 chest to bar pull-ups, 10 deadlift at 135, 10 rounds. Like I'll do that. Just like,
So
wow, that's
this brings
nuts,
up, like,
dude.
a couple things, right? Like obviously the standard has just been lowered so much.
That plank for
One-
130 isn't bad though, is it? Is a plank is that hard? That sounds hard.
That's
It's
no.
either
The
you
max
get
is
it's either you
that's
get 0 leg
60
tucks
points
or
out
a
of
minute
100.
30.
Yep. No, there's no leg tucks anymore. They took the leg tucks out.
What's that? Knees to elbow?
Pretty much. Yeah. Knees to elbow, but you have like a mixed grip.
You like hold on the
Wow.
bar
So
like
that-
this, and then you just bring
The
your
test originally
5
Yeah,
sounds
that's-
just crazy low.
that was the original. And in the passing, when it as like the last iteration, when it still had the leg tuck, was 1, and people couldn't do 1. So enough people were failing, so they just scrapped it. And instead of them making and training people up to the test, they changed the test.
Hey, I think I can spit 6 meters. I'm not even joking. I think I could probably spit 18 feet.
Yeah.
With a good fucking snotty loogie. What is that throw? What do you throw?
So you throw a 10-pound med ball. Basically, you throw it backwards over your head. So imagine if you're doing like a kettlebell swing, but instead you have a 10-pound med ball and you're throwing it over your head behind you.
Wow.
So it's a max power test.
Do you get the
basically.
roll?
It's wherever it lands.
Yeah, I'd have to try that. Hey, I think my kid could pass this test. My 9-year-old.
You should do it.
And
the sprint drag carry might be rough because it's 45-pound kettlebells in both hands for 25 meters. So that one might be a little bit rough. But
yeah, that would be body weight for him, or double body weight.
You can modify that for Ari, but I think it'd be a good video. He could probably pass it overall even without that.
Hey, and how far do you have to drag it?
So the sprint drag carry, that one's actually like the one test where I'm like, okay, I'm glad they did it right. It's a 25-meter shuttle run. So run 25 meters down, run 25 meters back. Then you're dragging a sled with 2 45s on it, down and back. And then you do like a lateral shuffle down and back.
You do a lateral shuffle with 45 in each hand.
No, that's body weight. That's just straight up. So you once you pull the sled back, then you shuffle down and back, and then you do your carry. So farmer's carry down and back, and then you sprint down and back. So it's like sheer anaerobic hurt fest. But the problem, and this brings up kind of why I'm calling, right? That's the one test where everyone is left like, what the fuck just happened? Like people are throwing up, they're laying on the ground, right? Because no one actually hurts in their training, right? No one trains that glycolytic system to the intensity they need to, right? Which is why I don't know why CrossFit isn't trying to tap back into its base, right? The military, first responders is its base.
Oh, it's
right.
Just...
And there's so many people that need it, and to the point where it can affect our country drastically, right? Where there's such a big problem, and they're doing some things, but they're not marketing it enough. They're not.
So you don't agree with Craig Howard that we should singularly focus on things like Barry's Boot Camp and only try to attract homosexual men to do workouts? You think that maybe we should focus on the base?
I think we need to focus on the base.
Oh, that's interesting.
I just applied to get my L2 through the Army program, which is great, right? And I'm going to be able to do that. But like,
are you in the Army, Will? You're in the Army, Will?
Yeah, I'm in the Army Reserves.
Did you take that test?
Yeah, I took it. I scored a 580 something. So I maxed every event except for the push-ups and the throw.
So what's the max deadlift they let you do?
340 for 3.
Holy shit. Good job, dude.
Thank you.
Wow, good job.
I was most proud of my run time.
What was your 2 mile?
12:58.
Good job. Holy shit.
Fuck, dude.
Good job, dude. And how tall are you, Will? You're a big dude, right?
I'm like 6'1", 215, give or take. I haven't weighed myself in probably 6 months.
And did you train for this at all, or no? This is just how you are, just because you're a CrossFitter.
CrossFit.
Yeah, like you weren't even fit. You didn't get ready for this at all. You're just like, oh, today's the test.
I took a rest day the day before. I didn't go to class.
Isn't that funny? You took a rest day to get ready for it.
I played basketball instead, and then I went and took the test, and then after the test, I had to do the work from Wednesday. So I went and trained after in the evening.
Man, that is pathetic, dude.
But what was, and I mean, the amount of like grown men that I saw walking on the 2 mile, like that were brought to a walk. It was, I probably saw at least a dozen people, right? Out of like 60.
Yeah.
Like,
how do you let that happen? How do you let that happen?
Well, the problem is that Congress, right, has a say in what the test is, right, and how the standards are defined. So basically what we have is a recruiting and retention problem, right? We're understaffed right now. And also, I don't know if you saw it, but the House is trying to pass the new defense bill. And for a while they were trying to get, it was like a 19% raise for E1 through E4, which is basically like your base like Joes of the Army, right? So
Me.
like
They want to get a
lowest
what?
ranking enlisted.
A 90% raise?
19,
19.
19.
Oh,
19.
But
That'd mean
but
I'd get.
what they're
That would
paid
mean
right
I would get a
now-
raise.
yeah,
what
I
they're
hope
paid
that
right-
passes.
What they're paid right now is so low, anyways, to the point where it's almost ridiculous that it's not happening, and it's been overdue. And the White House did not recommend it. They're like, no, I don't. We should not go through with this. At least
We
that's
can't
the
even
most
afford
recent thing
like
that's come
we
out
can't
about
even afford to rent a house. Like if you're married and have kids, you can't afford to have a house. Like there's I know probably 5 families who are E4 and below who have 2 or more kids and a wife, and they can't like go off base and find a house to live in. They have to like wait for government subsidized housing to live in for months because the amount of money they give us isn't enough to pay for rent, the utilities, all that shit.
Yep. And so that's the problem, right? Is no one wants to join because you're not going to make any money to support yourself, right? That if you're not a single soldier that's, motivated to do it and self-motivated, right? That they have to keep the standards so low so we can keep recruiting people and we can maintain the force.
Hey,
right? But all that does is it lowers the standard.
Hey, is there like is running on a runner harder or easier than running outside? Like if you run 2 miles in 20 minutes on the runner, would you run it faster outside or slower?
I personally would probably run it faster
Outside.
Outside.
Is that
because
like 100% certainty? Is that just the way that works, or no? It's different for different people.
I think it has to be different for different people, right? Some people like the pace in front of them. I like to go out on a track when like we took it. There's like 60 people doing it.
Ken
right?
says
So
runner is harder for me. That's what he says.
Too.
Yeah, because like if you're out on a track taking a test with people,
Yeah,
as you're catching people and lapping people, you get a little more of a boost.
I just
Right,
ran 20 minutes for. I probably run it twice in the last 5 years, but it's all been in the last 6 months. And I want to say that I was on the air runner. I ran for 20 minutes the other day, and I was closer to 2.5 miles than I was 2 miles. I want to say it was like I ran like 2.3 miles on the runner in 20 minutes. And I want to say my first mile was really slow. I want to say my first mile was like a 9-minute mile or 10-minute mile. And then once I got warmed up, I got going. I just can't imagine running. What was the time to be? 23 minutes? 22
minutes.
Yeah, that just seems
2 miles.
That's just crazy to me. That's just like, and I suck at running. Like I'm like barely going. But you're like you said, walking's not acceptable. Like you have to just slow down.
No. Yeah, but I mean, people would walk. It's mind-boggling.
Adam Blakesley, I am on a runner the majority of the time, but when I randomly go outside, I'm faster. I also don't ever run with shoes on. I've never been on the runner with shoes. Never, not even once. I think it's probably easier barefoot.
I don't think so.
No.
No.
Yeah,
The
that's
only
what I'm
time I've
thinking.
run on a
Justin
runner-
Zazimbo says you could quickly walk an 11-minute mile. That's what I was thinking too. I want to say the other day I walked 3 miles with my kids and it took us 40 minutes. And we were just fucking around, like looking at houses and shit and looking at lizards, and like we were just fucking around.
Well, and that's the thing is if people know that they can walk it or like do kind of like a half, like I'm going to run the straights, walk the curves.
Yeah.
Right. Then they never really have to get into that good of shape. Right. Because the thing with this test is it's really easy to pass and hard to max. So people are only worried about passing it.
Hey, do people not pass?
Some.
No, seriously.
Yeah. No. I don't know the numbers yet from my class. But I'm sure there might be 1 or 2 that didn't.
Easily.
But I'm in AG Boltlook, which is the Army's HR. So like I understand that
Oh, you must see some crazy shit.
Yeah, I do.
Wow, you must see some crazy shit. Because Caleb's was a medic and he sees crazy shit.
Yeah.
You must see some really crazy shit.
It gets worse the more time you sit at a desk. It
really does.
The more the job sits at the desk, the less likely they are to be fit. And it's not like you're getting any opportunity. Well, if you're sitting at a desk, you probably have more opportunities to train because they usually give you like PT in the morning or something, like time to go work out. Because if you're working at an office, it's usually like a 9 to 5 hours. So they're like, well, you need to go. You have PT from 7 to 9, so you can work out, shower, change, and then come to work at 9.
Hey, do you think Lloyd Benson could that black general dude that we always see on TV? You think he could pass the test?
Lloyd Austin,
Secretary of Defense.
Yeah, Lloyd Austin.
Fuck no. That dude probably wasn't even taking any tests before he retired. Probably for the past 5 years that he was in the military, he wasn't taking tests. I guarantee.
What about the tranny? What about the tranny general, Rachel Levine, the one that believes in child genital mutilation? Can that thing pass? No. Hey, dude.
Yes.
Oh, nothing. I don't. Hey, did you see this? House passes bill to automatically register young men for the draft. So I guess it still has to pass the Senate.
I did see that.
The House passed a large defense bill Friday evening that included provisions that would automatically enroll men between the ages of 18 and 26. Hey, does it automatically enroll women too? That's what I heard. I heard they're going to opening up the draft for women. Is that true?
Well, they were, but I don't see that. I mean, it doesn't say it in there, so I feel they would, right? Like obviously they're smart with their verbiage. So I feel them not including that in there. I don't know. It's hard to make an assumption on what that means, right? But
it doesn't.
You can come to some ideas of what it means.
It doesn't sound like it's going to pass the Senate. What do you mean? There's like some wording in there that makes it seem like it might be open to women, but it doesn't explicitly say that. Selective service women registration proposed. Men to be.
Why are we passing that now? Right? We've always you've had to self-register for the draft. Why are they automatically registering you for it?
Yeah, that's weird, right?
Yeah.
The selective service provision though is part of an enduring bipartisan effort to keep the framework for military conscription in place, even though the draft ended in 1975. For people who don't know, all of us boys, when we turn 18, it's weird. A lot of people don't know this. You have to go. I think I went down to the post office and did it. You have to go up and sign up for the draft. Automatic registration would replace, and if you don't, there's like all these weird restrictions. Like I don't think you can borrow money from any bank ever. Like there's some things there's some restrictions come on you. I forget what they are. I don't think you go to jail. Automatic registration would replace the coming of age tradition that all 18-year-old male U.S. citizens experience when they get a card in the mail from Uncle Sam informing them that they're required under threat of criminal penalty to register for the selective service. Oh, okay. So criminal penalty.
So maybe it's just an automatic thing, right? They're just taking your social security number and going off the birth date and just registering for you.
Yeah.
So it's like a clerical thing. Huh?
Olivia said it's a felony if you don't register for the selective service.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have that.
The draft is a hobby horse for Houlihan, an Air Force veteran who also spearheaded a House bill in 2021 to require women to register with the selective service, effectively doubling the draft pool.
Yeah.
I want to say something so crazy, controversial. I don't know if I even have the balls to say it.
Everybody needs to serve for 2 years when they graduate high school.
No, that I'm not even opposed to that. If you're a woman and you go into the U.S. military and something happens to you, like the penalty for being sexually assaulted or like whatever the sex crime is should be like cut in half. Like you cannot expect young men that age to be in close quarters with women and not shit to happen. You just cannot. You can't. It's like you're setting people up for failure. It's like having the fireworks factory right next to the fucking Bic lighter factory. Like, what the fuck do you think is going to happen? It's fucking.
I don't know.
I do.
I think that's.
I do. I do.
I don't know. Hey, I think if you're gonna.
Hey, dudes. Hey, do dudes jack off in the bunks? Like you ever hear me jack? Yeah, exactly.
When I was in basic training, we were in
Yes.
bunk beds, and this fucking guy, he was in the bottom bunk, and I was in the top bunk, and he just every night, not every night, for like 2 nights straight, I would just feel the bunk shake, and eventually I was like, wait a minute, are you fucking beating off underneath me? And then I just swatched that real quick.
Sandra, I know.
Bacon, mac and cheese.
Sandra says, "What the fuck?" I hear you. That's my point. What the fuck? Exactly. Here's my point. I'm not justifying it. What I'm saying is you're setting young men up for failure. Like it's just fucked. I'm not condoning it, or I'm not what's the word? There's a stronger word than condone. What I'm saying is like you can't do that to men. It's not like that for men. Like we nocturnally emit. Like dudes catch their hand on their cock and they don't even know it. Like you can't set men up to be around women. We're just like 100% programmed. We're just 100% programmed to do that. It's why would you just go to the bathroom and jerk off in the shower? Because it's not like that. It's not like that being a guy. I bet you if you took an honest poll of how many guys have jerked off in weird spaces, you would hear the craziest stories from 50% of men.
Caleb, I got a question for you.
Sure.
It's like drinking water for us at some point.
What's the weirdest thing you did in the bathroom at basic training?
I never do anything weird in the bathroom.
Oh, I don't know.
Because I have a story.
Are there doors in there? Is there privacy in there?
Yeah. There's doors.
Yeah. I think maybe the weirdest thing we did was we all shit with the doors open. And we like looked at each other in the mirrors.
Yeah, I beat off on the subway once. Totally normal. Like no one should think that's weird.
So this one time, I was so hungry that it was like after we went to dinner. And like there was like a little black market system of like people who would smuggle food back to the barracks.
Peanut butter.
And I like asked around it, and someone like would take like they'd have like white bread, ham and cheese sandwiches at the end of the line, like that you could grab. It'd be like you could grab 2 of them, and someone would smuggle them back. Right, would throw it underneath their shirt or whatnot, and bring it back. And I was so hungry that I paid $15 for a white bread, ham and cheese sandwich, and I went and ate it in the bathroom because I was worried about the drill sergeants coming.
Jesus, that's not even weird at all. Well, there have only been listen to this. Well, there have only been 14 convictions for selective service refuseniks, and none since 1986. So no one's been convicted since 1986 for refusing to register. Those 100,000 or so young men per year who disobey Washington's marching orders are typically barred from working government jobs, receiving student loans, or obtaining a driver's license. So no one's been convicted of it in 14 plus 24 is 38 years.
So maybe now they're just like, we can't trust you to do it yourselves. We're just going to register you. Too bad.
I don't know if trust is the word, but something. There's a growing centrist consensus among liberals and hawkish conservatives. I don't know what hawkish conservatives are. On the expanding the selective service, the American Civil Liberties Union, for example, is fighting for the right of women to be conscripted and argues selective service is an example of overt sex discrimination. Yeah, that's batshit crazy. You cannot have women in there. Horrible shit's gonna happen. Horrible.
I would just rather not have women be in that kind of danger.
That too.
Have the opportunity to be in that kind of danger. You know?
Yeah, that 100%.
I don't care that there are some pretty savage women in the military, and I'm cool with them being around. But I would rather them not. Like I want them to have kids with their husbands. Like I want them to like perpetuate this freedom.
Yeah. And I'm not arguing that if a woman wants to go into the military, that she shouldn't be allowed to try. Don't anyone get that conflated. Like if you're a woman and you want to be in the military, go for it. But then at that point, it's on you. At the point that you're like forcing women to be in close quarters with men, dude.
I think the problem lies in the fact that we've been lowering the standard for certain things, right? And
disgustoids too, dude. If you don't have the discipline to not eat, if you don't have the discipline, if you're a fat motherfucker, we already know you don't have discipline, and then we expect you to be disciplined around women.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
But like
it's just a no.
There's exceptions to the rule either way, right? Like there are exceptional
tons of exceptions.
Women,
yes.
But also like you have to look at it from a biological, right? Like physicality standpoint.
Yes.
Right? Like Russia or China doesn't care if you're a man or a woman. Right?
Yes.
Like they're gonna kill you either way.
Everything,
you wear the uniform.
Everything has a place. I love going to a good vaudeville show or a good show, a good play, a good musical that has like 20 trannies in it. I love that shit. The thespian shit. Like that's where trannies belong, in the arts. Not in the fucking military, not in the sciences, not in the fucking school library with your kids. Like everywhere, everything has their place. And everything has their place. Like stay in your fucking lane. Like those dudes who make like statues out of chainsaws, you know what I mean? They sell them on the side of the road places, and the guy's taking a fucking chainsaw and carved up a bear. Like that tool is not appropriate for that activity, but there are some exceptions. There's some dudes who figured it out. My God.
True. Well, happy Father's Day, Sevi.
Okay, thank you.
Caleb, you too. Are you on the Starlink right now? Is that working finally?
Yeah, this is Starlink. It's better than yesterday. So
yeah, you know what's weird? When you came on, it was ass, and now it's all good.
Yeah, I think it just needed to set itself, but it's running great now
or something.
Awesome. All right, see you, fellas.
Okay, bye.
Later, dude.
Oh yeah, this is an interesting contradiction too. The problem is believing anyone should be forced to do something against their will and saying that you believe in freedom. That you're forcing people to fight to the death in order to protect freedom. Hey, there's this thing that have you seen Tom McDonald's new song? It came out yesterday.
No.
There's this group of people who are like, hey, there's puppet masters at the top who are forcing the Dems to be against the Republicans and the Republicans to be against the Dems, and there's this whole fight that's being put in place by the Illuminati or these powers that be or these higher ups or just that stuff. And to tell you the truth, like I just don't believe that. I don't believe that. I believe in the theory of financial interests when they collide. They just work well together, meaning like pharma and big food, right? Pharma loves big food because it makes people sick, and so they support each other. They have interests at the top, and they're really, really rich, right? And so their interests run into each other. And Greg in the last week has been explaining this thing to me that's just fucking fascinating to me. And I think he got it from Victor David Hansen. I heard Victor David Hansen say it too. And he says, what's happening here always happens in time. There's countries that become so fucking powerful, like the United States, that we get on this crazy high moral high ground, like crazy, crazy high moral high ground. And the United States did that in the 40s. Right, in the 30s, they're like, there's no way we're going to war. We're anti-war, no war, no war. We don't believe in killing people. We don't believe in killing people. No war, no war, no war. We're not going to do anything. And what happens is that's perceived by other people as just fucking weakness. And so here we are in the United States on the super high moral high ground where anything goes. Love pedophiles. Love people who want to fucking fuck with kids. Don't on all circumstances turn the other cheek. Right. And so you get on this, we're living this plush life over here, and then it's seen as weakness. And Hitler fucking, and Hitler saw it as fucking weakness, and he fucking thought he was going to fucking take over all of fucking Europe and the world.
Well, it's the quote. What is it? Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times.
Yeah.
Good times create weak men. Weak men create bad times. Right? Like we're at that end of the cycle.
Olsen dudes, what's up, buddy? Happy Father's Day. I can get into Father's Day with you. Yeah, that'd be cool. Have a blessed day, gents. Yeah, thank you. And so who else is depressed today? Well, my dad's not dead. So sorry. Okay, I'm not depressed. Sorry. I hear you.
Is that Taylor?
Yeah. His dad's dead.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Oh my god. My dad fell asleep on a phone call with me yesterday.
Wow, did he just eat like something? Did he just eat like a fucking lemon meringue pie or something? Like, did he just have a shitload of sugar?
Yeah, something like that with some milligrams in it. I called him and I was talking to him and I was ranting, and then I like got to the end of my rant and I'm like, Dad? And I just hear like the birds chirping. He's sitting outside. And I'm like, did you fall asleep, Dad? And I hear breathing. And then he texted me. He's like, shh. Because I asked him, did you fall asleep? Passed out mid conversation.
Hello, Dad. Will Plummer, you've been
Hello,
on the phone
Dad.
now for 30 minutes and no one has said to hang up on you.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a new record, I think.
Yeah. You have some bona fide haters out there. David Weed must be asleep at the wheel or something. All right, dude. Thank you for calling.
Yep. See you, fellas. Bye.
Later.
I used to have this friend, and I thought I saw this, and it was so awesome. It made me. First, I'll play this, and I'll tell you. He used to have this line he would say all the time.
Tell you something crazy about New York. Not having a job makes your life so much easier. I know you're like, huh? So boom. Let's say you got mad kids and you don't want to work. You just want to stay home all day, smoke weed, be lazy. Go to the shelter. Free housing. What's the next step? An apartment, free housing, or you're going to have a little copay. But guess what? You don't have a job. So where's the copay going to come from? Cash assistance. Where's the food going to be coming from? Food stamps. So as long as you don't have a job, you will always have a roof over your head and you will always have food in your stomach. They will always look out for you. Can I tell you something?
But by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, when I just hear this girl talking, I think she's stupid. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
Like, I just hear the way she speaks. I don't know. She articulates herself, the way the words come out of her mouth. I just think, oh, you're a retard. I can't tell, by the way, if this is facetious or not, or you know what I mean? But anyway, anyway, I used to have this friend, and he used to say this line, "Suck my dick, I don't got a job." And that was his line. "Suck my dick, I don't got a job." I was like, wow, that's the hell. Thanks all you games athletes for not calling in and gaping my butt yesterday and making my weekend 10 times worse than it already is. Hey, Taylor, did you see that Colton accused us of first of all, he did those I should probably punch myself in the fucking nuts. Those box jump overs. Did you see the video Colton put up?
Yeah. You want me to pull it up?
Sure. Oh my God. It's crazy. Hey, I don't mean that in a bad way that I think this girl is stupid. It's just I just pass judgment on her. Just the way she talks and articulates herself. I just think she's a moron. And I'm guilty of passing judgment on her. But yeah, and look how high his bar is too. Oi.
It's like climbing a mountain just to get up there.
But wait till you see his box jump overs. They're crazy. I don't think he put his time, but let me tell you, I hate to say it, but he may even be he's jumping over the box better than Taylor.
Taylor said he did 5 reps of each movement as fast as he could with 10 minutes rest between.
Oh, fair. Okay. So you think this is just IG hype? Fuck Colton.
Got to get a couple good reps in, and then you just rest and do it again.
Yeah, if he does that little swingy thing each time, he's not. He should jump into the swingy thing. You know what I mean? Colton, call me if you want some coaching tips.
Yeah, you could use it.
Yeah, he needs to jump into that swingy thing.
He's not going fast enough.
This sign square. Yeah, Colton square. I don't know if Colton square. Did I say Colton was square? I don't know if
L7
Colton.
weenie.
Yeah, I don't think Colton's a dork. Oh, it says someone called and I missed the call. Oh, Jeff
Taylor,
Bako.
respond to Mary's DMs.
Jeff Bako called. Sorry, Jeff, I missed your call. I don't know why it didn't come through. wonder what I'm gonna do today. My dad's coming. You know what I think I'm gonna do today? I should probably make a video of it. We're gonna graft one of my mulberry trees today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or probably a bunch of trees. We're probably going to graft a half dozen trees. By the way, Mary, thank you for having Toe Spacers. Thank you to yourself and Toe Spacers for sponsoring the show yesterday. I was actually thinking, I was like, fuck, maybe we need to always invite Colton to be on the panel. That way he doesn't come take the money every week. He's like, no,
every games athlete you can beat Taylor.
Colton's like, no, I won't be on the what?
Just do that with every games athlete who beats Taylor.
Yeah. Next thing we got 30 dudes on the panel.
Yellow Hosta, Old Mertens.
I'm so glad. We've only had one girl try, right? Jamie Latimer.
No, we had that one chick who had that like crazy voice and was super shredded. Did the burpee workout with the.
Oh yeah. Large Marge.
There you go.
Yeah. I loved her. Did you like her body? She's wearing like a sports bra and shit. I liked her body.
Yeah, she's a stud. I liked her.
Is she gay?
No, she's there's no way. She's
her
probably
body.
Like straight and just works with dudes all the time.
Oh, Colton's girlfriend came on too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Allie came on.
3 girls. Yeah. You got to be really brave to be a girl and come on, because like you just know you have no chance.
She's probably the closest.
0.
Allie was close. She did good.
0 chance. I'm excited to see. I get excited to see what the workouts are. I haven't been this excited to see workouts since Oh, what's this? Can you guys hear that?
What?
Could you? Oh, okay. Hold on. Wow. Oh, can you play? Look at this. Andrew Hiller's at some competition somewhere in Idaho. I just sent you a clip. Can you play that? By the way, I'd do it if I knew how. I could play it. I just don't know how to get the audio. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, she stole Colton's rope that day. That's right. Andrew, our online correspondent from the great Northwest. Is Idaho the Northwest? Close.
Yeah, I think so.
We'll take it. The Haley Adams in the comments from the week before, I guess, was fake Haley Adams. Look at this. Here we go. Oh, you don't have audio either.
You can't hear it?
No. That makes me feel good. Is there something you're supposed to click when you share it?
No. I think just QuickTime just doesn't do it. Let me see if I can play it another way.
Oh, like save it or something?
Yeah. Here, let me do this.
What do you do? Open with QuickTime Player?
Try this. How about that?
No.
Still no?
No. Weird, right?
That's super fucking annoying.
How do you do it? What's this button do? Share, playback speed.
Maybe if I do it like this.
Normally I feel like you're good at this.
I am. Usually it works.
No.
What the fuck? Maybe I'll just do this.
Hey, I'm on the podcast. One of my buddies calling to talk about the Gervonta Davis fight. Whose forehead's bigger, KSI or Hiller? Is KSI the UK like YouTube guy, Instagram guy?
Yeah, I think so.
Mary, toe spacers completely fixed my plantar fasciitis. By the way, I've been using them for close to a year now. One of the best buys to date. Oh, there you go. Sevi, tell your wife's bee story again. What bee story? Oh, bee story. Greg offered to get me a couple beehives. My wife doesn't really like bees. I don't know what I'm going to do, but she hasn't said no to it. So, Ken Walters, have a great day. Off to spend the rest of the afternoon with my young adults. Hey.
7.
Oh, caller, hold on 1 second. That was
What's
it.
up?
That was it, Caleb. Did you hear it?
Okay.
That was it. Hold on, caller, 1 second. Oh no, we'll come back to it. Caller, go ahead.
All
We'll
right.
come back to Hiller. Go ahead, caller.
All right. So I was going back to your conversation with Will. A story came to mind that I wanted to share. I thought you'd think is kind of interesting. I teach middle school, so when it comes to standards and physical fitness, all that.
Is that middle school
way
7th,
down.
8th, and 9th grade?
Yeah. So my middle school is a little different. I teach 5th grade as
Okay.
well.
Okay.
So I also teach health. So I did a little survey, just kind of curiosity. It was one question, and I asked them I told them, after you get done with a workout and you're really sore, you have 2 options for something to include in your dinner. And I just had 2 nutrition labels, and I didn't say what either of them were. So one of them was a piece of chicken breast, and it was like 120 calories and like all protein. And the other one was Sour Kids. It's like 110 calories, all added sugar.
Like
And I
Sour
said,
Patch
which
Kids, like
one-
gummy bears,
Yeah, the
but sour.
candy.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So like after a hard workout, you need to recover. Which food do you think would be best? Out of 120 kids, 3 of them got it right.
Holy shit.
How did you ask the question? Which would you rather have, or what's better for you, or?
Yes, what would help your body recover from a hard bout? So we talked about like protein helps your muscles, carbs give you energy. So just very basic. I even included the ingredients. So if they would have kept reading under the nutrition label, they could have seen chicken breasts versus all the fake chemicals and sugars and garbage. So I asked them like why they picked what they picked, and they all said something along the lines of choosing the one with less calories because more calories make you fat.
Holy
Makes
shit!
sense.
Hey, I want to ask 130 women of the age of let's say 30 years old. If you're stressed out, what would be better, oral sex or vaginal sex? As a companion to your survey.
It'd be interesting answers.
I cannot fucking believe. Hey, you know what's crazy? So the other day I went out to eat, and there were a bunch of kids there, and they could order whatever they wanted, and I had 3 kids there, and all the kids ordered pancakes, and my oldest son ordered an omelet. One other kid ordered steak and eggs, and then my 2 youngest kids ordered bacon and eggs and pancakes. And then they said to me across the room, "Hey, we finished our bacon and eggs. Can we eat our pancakes now?" And it was just interesting. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they knew. Like, I probably have been more strict with my oldest son, but yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking
yeah.
nuts.
My nieces are raised the same, and when they go by like a McDonald's billboard with like the picture of a hamburger on it, they get so grossed out. But when their dad grills a hamburger, they'll eat hamburger. So it's just wild, like what kids grow up around and what they think is good. And I mean, there's just zero, like families don't know. And it was at a high poverty school, and they just walk around the halls all day eating Sour Patch Kids and Cheetos. So like, it's crazy how overweight they are, but how malnourished they are because they don't know.
Think about how that's the thing. Think about how that's affecting them hormonally and their decision making and their understanding of the world. And, I keep seeing all of these articles that exercise will make you right wing. And the truth, what's so funny is it's the truth. Exercise and hard work will make you right wing, and like that's somehow like a bad that's somehow a bad thing to have values and believe in personal responsibility, personal accountability, and being a high leveling contributor to society and be able to be healthy. It's just bizarre to me.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I could
meanwhile,
talk
if you're
days, but
say it again.
I could go on for days about like the changes and just kids in general and how different it is, and like the correlation between the lack of exercise and the crappy diets are just unreal.
Just think about the needs that demands you would put on the U.S. government and accept if you're 100 pounds overweight versus if you weren't, right? You're 100 pounds overweight. You have all these demands. You want you want laws for special access into stores. You believe you don't care that sugar's subsidized and broccoli's not. I mean, you're just fucked up. You're just what's best for the civilization as a whole. There's just a high chance that your shit is fucked up. You know what's crazy? So when my kids do these things like these surf camps and stuff, it's crazy the stories they tell me. They'll be like, yeah, that kid talked back. That kid pushed that kid. Like, I cannot fucking believe this shit that kids do. And my kids can't believe it. They're like, dude, and they tell me these stories and I'm just like, what the fuck? And they're like the same thing. They're like, we can't even believe it.
Yeah, it is unreal. Their minds would be blown if they came to a day with me at my school. What kids get away with, it's wild.
Do the kids have phones?
Yeah. Yep.
All of them?
So the one unit that I ever had success with, like the best unit of the year, is a swim unit, because they can't have their phones. And it blew my mind how they were just different kids when they got in the pool. And like none of them knew how to swim because it was like post-COVID, all the pools shut down where I was at. It was crazy. But like they all got in and they were just like kids having fun again. And it was the coolest thing to see, but they couldn't have their phones with them, and it changed everything.
What demographic are your kids? Are they white kids, Mexican kids, black kids? What are they? Asian kids? Not Asian. We already know that.
School I was at, this was 2 years ago. The school I was at previously was minority, was white. So it was a lot of Hispanics, black. Yeah.
Like a mix, or mostly Hispanic and black?
Mostly Hispanic, black.
And none of them knew how to swim.
No. And you can blame it on a lot of things, but I think a lot of it was just nobody did anything during the whole COVID garbage when everything was shut down.
Right.
Because it was definitely worse after that than before that when I taught it. Like coming back after that, it was way worse.
Well, hey, that's a good little bit of information there, by the way, though. Put kids in a pool.
Yeah.
Get them away from their phone. Put kids in a pool. Take them to the beach.
Yep.
Hey, are you allowed to collect the phone? Are you allowed to collect the phones as a teacher?
No. Fuck. No. I've been called out by parents. Their response is, "You don't pay my kid's phone bill." Like, you're right. So can't touch their phones.
Jesus Christ.
You've allowed a device into my classroom that gives access, pedophiles access to my classroom. And like, that's not a lie. You've given a device. You've given a device to my kid that you're basically, if someone brings a phone into your classroom, they've brought porn into your classroom. Everything that's on the internet has been brought into your classroom. So porn, drug sales, predators, pedophiles, just you name it. People fucking animals. I mean, just think of the craziest, grossest shit you could think of, and it's now in your classroom because of a cell phone. It's fucking absolutely It's bonkers. It's bonkers.
It is. Totally is. And the worst thing about the education system, though, is, well, I guess there's lots of bad things, but I've been trying to get CrossFit in my school, like affiliate. Like I've got the okay, I've got the free voucher, I've gone to the online seminars, like I've done everything, and my administrator will not respond to me with a go, you can do it. Like, it's fitness and health and PE is so low on the priority list for admin that they won't even give me the time of day to say like, yes, you can do this. I mean, I've showed them the grants I can get. Like, I've done everything and presented everything, and they won't just say,
isn't that amazing? So all that other stuff can come into the classroom via the internet, but not CrossFit.
Yeah. I mean, I've showed them all the research with like just all the benefits. And I've even like, there's articles out there from like administrators' view of CrossFit in schools. So it's like, they just would need the time to read one article, and I feel like they would have no reason to say no, yet they think there's a chance for injuries. So no, they're just not going to respond and ignore me. Like it's
Christine Young says, my kid has
crazy.
never been able to have a phone in a classroom, especially in middle school. So I guess some schools don't allow it.
Yeah. So that's our rule. Like, they're not supposed to, but that doesn't stop it.
Just like boys aren't supposed to go into the girls' bathroom and rape them, but that happens too.
Yeah. I'd be curious to go into her son's school, and like, I mean, honestly, teachers don't like, they ignore it because it's so much harder on us to enforce it.
Hey, how about
like the amount of paperwork we have to do, and the parent calls, and like, it's just such a chore to like call out every kid that's got it, that it's just, it takes over.
Hey, how about the way the kids dress? Is that pretty crazy too? The girls?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, this school is better where I'm at now, but the school I was at before with the pool situation, they took the dress code out of our handbook.
Yeah, because I see kids walking around now, junior high kids, and I cannot fucking believe what the girls are wearing.
Oh, it's nuts. They would come to school in like bras.
Yes,
swimsuits.
that's what I see. That's what I see, especially now that it's getting warm here. I see kids coming to school dressed like CrossFit Games athletes.
Yeah,
like just booty shorts
they took
and a bra.
They took it out of our handbook because it was culturally disrespectful.
Some cultures allow their daughters to dress like whores, and that's part of the cultural. You're being racist.
Yeah,
it's acceptable to steal from Walgreens and other stores too, so we should just let them do it.
CK Kevin says they have no parents. Yeah, that's probably more true.
100%. Yeah, it really is. It really is sad. Like, when I did have to contact parents and like realizing where kids were coming from, it was hard. Like, there was a reason they were the way they were. Like, I didn't blame the kids, I guess. At the end of the day, it really wasn't the kids. But it's sad.
When I took my kids to this surf camp, I got there like on the third day I was down there, and one of the parents came up to me and they're like, "Hey, I think one of the coaches is too hard on the kids." I'm like, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah." And she said to me, "I don't really want to say anything because I don't want to be a helicopter, blah, 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 mom. But if you could say something for me, that'd be cool." I'm like, "Okay, cool. No problem. I'll say something." So then my kids finished camp that day and we're driving home. I'm like, "Hey, is that teacher being an asshole?" And my kid's like, "Yeah, only because he has to, because those two kids were fighting." And it was that kid was slapping other kids in the back. And it was it was the mom who was complaining to me that the teacher was an instructor. He's like, I'm like, "Is that a bad kid?" He's like, "Oh, Heidi, he's the worst kid ever." And he's telling me all the shit he does.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
Our parents are so clueless.
Yeah, I should have fucking known.
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah. I wonder if I should tell that mom, "Hey, by the way, I looked into it. Your kid's a douche."
Oh, she would defend her kid till the end. Like, she would never believe you. She would just hold it against you. Wouldn't get you anywhere.
I looked into it and your kid was slapping other kids.
I mean, I would love it if you said that.
Maybe I will.
She needs to hear it, but
I will.
Whether it actually
she's hot.
Mind,
she's hot too. She's hot too. I need a reason to go talk to her. She's hot and she has her tits out all the time. It's pretty funny.
Well, go for it then.
Yeah, then I'll go talk to her.
Those are the ones with the most
Unfortunately, then that'll be the last conversation I have with her.
Make it a good one.
Yeah, that'd be good. But all right, I'm sure people want me to hang up.
No, only one person, David Weed, said hang up on her, and that's like a good sign. That means you're a good caller.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, cool.
No one else. Yeah.
Cool. Well, I feel special.
All right. Well, thank you for teaching our kids.
Yep, I do my best.
All right. Bye.
Okay, bye.
See ya.
Bye from Caleb. Okay. Yeah, she's hot too. I mean, she is. It's just the way it is. I don't know. And she wears this. She wears this shirt with like spaghetti straps and shit.
Nice.
Jody Lynn says no. It's a very good call. Okay. Action.
I'm gonna have to
Hiller
through, so we can't.
What?
Like, I'm gonna have to play it all the way through. Like I can't pause it or anything.
Oh, okay. We have our limitations. Caleb has cracked the code on playing audio.
2007. Tell me exactly what you just said about why you can't watch Kill Taylor.
Oh, my wife gets upset if I watch it without her, so I have to wait till she gets home so I can watch it with her.
Like some sort of a sitcom, right?
Yeah, like a sitcom.
Like don't watch Game of Thrones without me.
Yeah, you can't watch it without her or it's game over.
I'm so proud of that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that means it's legit.
Yeah, that means people like watching it.
That's legit. Thank you, Hiller, live from Shirtless Hiller. Hey, I wonder if I can post that. Can I post that?
My wife was texting me yesterday during it, and she said she was watching. And I was like, really? And she's like, yeah, I really love the banter.
I thought it was our worst Kill Taylor yet. My sister called me afterwards and said it was great. It made me feel so good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I still liked it. Don't get me wrong. I just didn't think it was like, I just thought of the 8 we've done. It just was the worst one, but it was, I guess it was great.
It's pretty good. What do you know? My wife's watching again.
I saw Steven Flores yesterday with his shirt off. Working out at CrossFit Inferno. Mr. Reed, for Judy and I, Kill Taylor is must-see TV.
Yeah, it's good shit.
Sean Roddy, that's so accurate. My girlfriend is not into CrossFit at all, and she was annoyed I watched the midweek without her. She was happy to have it back on Saturdays. Oh, good. Okay. Hey, when is Taylor's a girl's name? When is I wonder when the show's actually gonna like grow. Do you know what I mean? Like it's still in it's still in this, it's still like it in the like it's like a I don't know what an example is, but it's like a local rapper. Only the locals know about him. Like no one knows yet.
Okay. Still in its infancy kind of thing?
Yeah, more than its infancy. It's just like, I don't know if out of the CrossFit community, it's not like people don't even really know in the CrossFit community yet. So, there's this thing, like people will be like, no one cares what's going on at HQ or no one cares about that. And I'm always like, yeah, you're probably right. No one cares. No one cares. No one cares. But this thing, like someone might not be into an Andrew Hill, into an Andrew Hiller video because they don't care if a rep's good or not. They just want to work out and then get on with their day. Right.
Right.
But there becomes a point where I just think that show could appeal to more people. More boobies equals growth. Like if we had chicks doing it, hot chicks, probably you're right.
I will say my reels that I have my wife in get more traction than when it's just me. So
significantly more, right?
Significantly. It's just her face too. They're like, yeah.
Pool boy, I masturbate to Kill Taylor. That's how good it is. I should probably stop doing that and actually text in to try to win.
I'm surprised you haven't yet.
Anyway, it'll happen. Maybe it's gonna. Well, sooner or later, the money's gonna go up to $1,000 a show.
Think that'll make it more attractive? I think more people will watch because of that number.
I think people will talk about it more. You know what I mean? Like if you win $500, you might not tell anyone. You win $3,000, you might tell like 3 people at your gym.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You win $6,000 and someone's like, oh, you got a new car? And it's like, yeah, I won the down payment just working out on some show on the internet.
Yeah, for sure.
And then maybe some like local news station like that Lauren Khalil works out, picks it up and does a little story on it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
You know what I mean?
That's like $3,000 would be like a month's rent. You know, like you just paid your rent off that.
I think Taylor's still trying to figure out what kind of workouts, like what works better to make them crazy elite workouts. So only like CrossFit Games athletes want to enter, or ones that are accessible to everyone, and then everyone enters, and then it becomes hard at some point. I mean, the first week it was really hard to get in. Now this last couple weeks it hasn't been that hard. Well, I guess 2 people didn't get in this week. The thing is people wait too long.
Right. They know when the show is. So
Yeah,
they know
I wonder.
when they gotta be at the gym.
I saw a 215 number on there. I wonder. And Colton said he tried to call in. I wonder if that's Colton's number. Let me see Colton.
No, I think he would be 712.
Oh, he's 319.
Oh, never mind.
Let me see.
215 is Philly.
Okay, he did not call you. He did not try yesterday.
He's just
Or at
trying
least
to
I
put
don't
us
see
on
it.
blast.
Say it again.
He's just trying to put us on blast.
Oh no, sorry. I'm looking at phone calls, not text messages. Sorry, hold on. Sorry. Oh, he did. He did. Oh shit.
Damn.
At 9:10. We started the show, I think, at about 8:10 because of the StreamYard issues yesterday. So when he sent that, we were still on the air. So maybe we were ducking him. Maybe he has a valid argument. And I
Shit.
think we've been on for like an hour and 7 minutes. Oh yeah, 3 people. Colton and then 2 other people. Oh, Travis Broit, and then
Emmeline Voorhees. If I was fitter and had bigger boobs, I'd call in. Sorry, Sevi. Well,
fair.
you can
Yeah.
do things you can fix.
Listen, I like all boobs. By no means. The pancake ones that droop down to the knees, Caleb, tell them how much I love them, right? I really do.
Loves the big old droopy titties.
Yeah, anything with a nipple on it. The ones that have been chopped off, the girl who chops off her, love those too. I just love them all. Weird.
Doesn't make sense, but it makes sense.
Thank you. Uh-oh, Caleb. Oh, what's that sludge on the bottom of your mug?
It's coffee grounds. I make it in one of these little fucking
cowboy coffee.
One of these. So I have like I have a stovetop in my here. Maybe I can turn the camera. I have a stovetop, and
here we go. Oh, those are nice seats. That's a nice bench seat.
So I have 3 burners
and a lime
and some jalapenos, I think.
Oh,
yeah. And I usually just make it right here, and then I can just set it on top of one of the burners, turn it on, and then just let it cook.
Yeah, those are awesome. Kristen Kettler, a percolator. I love those things.
Yeah, I will say I've had this for like a week. I bought this one, and already the little strainer in the middle is like broken. And
that's why the grounds go through?
Yeah, and it like leaks out the side, and then it's kind of annoying, but I like the way the coffee tastes. So
hey, so we don't get you tomorrow on tomorrow's show.
Negative. No.
That sucks.
I'll be on Wednesday because it's Juneteenth.
Oh, nice. I can't wait to do research to figure out what kind of fucking scam that is.
We had a briefing about it.
You did?
Yeah, they had it was like a 30-minute spiel with a PowerPoint slide and everything, trying to educate us.
So I paid for 1 million soldiers to have a 30-minute briefing on Juneteenth.
Yep.
That's where my tax dollars go.
You paid for us to have a day off on Wednesday, and you paid for us to have a briefing on Friday morning to inform all of us about how important Juneteenth is.
And what is Juneteenth? I don't want to know. Don't tell me.
know.
I don't even want to know.
I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't paying attention.
I don't know.
I just they just scrolled through the PowerPoint. And I just let it happen.
I'm gonna watch one crazy liberal article on it, and I remember when it first happened. I listened to the New York Times did a whole thing on it on their podcast. It was before I had a podcast, and I just remember thinking, "Oh, this is just a fucking crock of shit."
I kept thinking of Kwanzaa. Is that what the one is where the guy like beat his wife with a toaster, and he like created a religious holiday off of it?
He kidnapped women and put them in his fucking basement, and sexually assaulted them and beat one woman with a toaster.
That's all I could think of. And they're
he's the inventor of Kwanzaa. He spent time in jail and shit. And the whole premise, the premise of Kwanzaa is that you hate white people. That it's to fight back against white people holidays. Imagine a holiday. Imagine if we had a holiday that was like to hate black people.
Oh, shit.
I know, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I remember the guy who was briefing us was telling us about how he's like, when you're walking down the street and a crime is committed and there's two guys in hoodies and one of them's black and one of them's white, like that's the kind of stereotypes we need to break or something.
What do you mean?
And I was like, statistically speaking,
yeah, that's not on you to break that. That's on black people, and that's on whoever's doing the crime to break it.
Right. I was like, if you look at the, I didn't get into it with him, but I knew it was going down that road, and I was like, this is just so bad. I felt bad because the dude who was given the brief was like, he's from Ghana, so he's like native to Ghana. He came here.
Yeah, is he black?
Like, yeah.
So he's a black dude that doesn't steal.
Right. He's a very like.
He's not American black. He's like he's out of American black.
Right. He like speaks Ghanaian or whatever language that is, and I'm guessing
he's pushing the propaganda. And he's pushing the fucking propaganda.
He used the military to get a green card, or I'm guessing he used the military to get a green card, and he's like using the United States as like a way to give himself a better life, him and his family, but he's still advocating for this nonsense.
It's fucking absurd.
Yeah.
Pool boy, Juneteenth celebrates the date of June 19th, 1865, when enslaved people of African descent located in Galveston, Texas, finally learned of their freedom from slavery in the system.
Yep.
Then
it's kind of funny, like the way.
Why not call it that? Free. It's the day the slaves were freed. Free Slave Day. Why Juneteenth? Why Juneteenth? Why not just have a Remembrance Day? Hey, I'm willing to give up Valentine's Day for that, by the way. Can we just put it on Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day is pretty stupid.
I'm totally fine with recognizing the day that slaves... And hey, the day the Republicans set the slaves free.
Wasn't it the Democrats?
No. So good guess, though. You had a 50-50 chance. It was the Republicans. The Democrats were the only slave owners in the United States.
Sorry. I meant, yes, that's what I meant. The other way around. My bad.
Yeah, that's okay. Hey, listen, tomorrow on the show. And the crazy Hawaiian. Oh, there's two Hawaiians. Jeez.
Damn,
oh, that's confusing. That's confusing, right?
What?
I don't know which guy's coming on. I think it's the crazy Hawaiian's coming on. Oh, shit. That shit must get confusing. I got to make sure I don't fuck that up tomorrow when he's on the show. Right?
Yeah, that's weird. Why would they do that? Which one had the name first?
I don't know. I wonder if our guy won or not.
That's right. He said last time when I watched it back and I saw.
So that's the crazy Hawaiian.
On TV.
Okay.
The one with the big beard.
I was actually embarrassed by how big I was and how out of shape I got. Now he's.
So that's the crazy Hawaiian. Oh man, these guys look so similar.
It hurts his hand after the first strike. He's going to try something new, he said.
Yeah, they do. What the fuck?
Okay, the crazy Hawaiian. Okay, and the Hawaiian hitman has a short beard. Okay, I can figure it out.
That
And one of the guy,
right?
and one of the crazy Hawaiian looks like a black dude, and the Hawaiian hitman looks like a Hawaiian dude.
Watching live. Oh!
Oh shit! Here we go.
Speak to how
Her's the guy in the black shirt to win, right? That's our guy coming on the show tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, Red, they have nothing but respect.
Look at all the dudes to catch the big dude. Oh, and you got to hold that stick behind your back.
Yeah, I think
The competition.
part of the rule.
God, this is stressful.
Line gets first shot on two. Here we go.
Look at his head, dude.
Main event.
Like there's like a rule, like you have to keep your feet planted. You can't like step into
Oh.
the.
Little bit. A little bit.
Well,
Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Holy
that's
shit.
fucking scary.
he flinched. He went in.
Dude, he hit his face on the podium.
He did?
It sounded like it.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
He's not getting up any.
Oh, my God. Sentinel training, we should do that at the games.
Damn. That's fucking awesome.
The CTE waiver must be rock solid. Wow. Kristen Kettler proposing something new to Dana White. Dear Dana White, how about a new sport with dudes with huge cocks mushroom slapping each other to knock out? What? Sam Valenzuela. Sevon. Hi, Sam. Those are my initials, Sam. A couple months ago, a gym shut down, and we had all the members come to the affiliate I go to. I saw a guy with the CEO shirt, and I said, nice shirt, and we became friends because of the podcast. Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. That's a good story, Mr. Valenzuela. Cute kid. You don't need a pacifier. Don't use pacifier. Okay, that's my free advice to you. All right, cool. Clock. We're about 2 short steps from real alligator fights.
Real gladiator fights. Damn, yeah, that's true.
Mr. Kevin, Audrey and I met the other day at her gym because of the podcast.
Oh, wow.
All right, guys. Tomorrow, the Crazy Hawaiian. We don't have a show scheduled for tomorrow morning, but I suspect I'll be here anyway to hang out with you guys. Thanks. Hope you had fun. Caleb, thank you. See you guys later. Happy Father's Day. Sevon, we met a guy who knew you when you were coming up in CrossFit. Listen, I arrived at the top. I was born on the mountaintop. Everything was given to me. Come up. How dare you? All right. Talk to you soon. Remember, don't punch any holes in your body. Try to make it through the weekend without punching a hole in your body. Jeez, are you kidding? Is this a joke? Please tell me this is a joke.
I think it's a joke.
Yeah. God damn it, Mary. Love you guys. Go put on your toe spacers. Bye-bye.